Hi, everybody. This is Georgia with Enough Faith for Today. Do the new you. We're going to jump into day 52. Emotions are valuable, of course. You have to pay attention to how you feel. How else would you know when you need to rest? How else would you know what God is leading you to do if there were no sensations or prompting from the Holy Spirit? There are some things you have to feel out, not just reason out. Sometimes you got to feel them out and reason them out. So, feelings and emotions and desires have a place, but that place is not the throne of your lives, of our lives. But that place is not the throne of our lives. God is. God is always the throne. That's just something I added in. But then it says right there underneath it, God is on the throne. That means what God speaks, what He wants, the bigger picture of where He's taking your life and how He wants to use you, that should carry the greatest weight, even when you aren't really feeling it. We tend to put our feelings on the throne. If we want to go off about something, we go off. If we want to sleep in, we sleep in. If we want to skip leg day, we skip leg day. If we feel like doing something sinful to feel relief in a stressful moment, we justify it. Oh, it's just not, it's just a bad day. We let our feelings tell us what is best, what is true, what is right. But feelings aren't meant to be followed. They're meant to be committed and conformed to the image of Christ. Oh, whatever. The passage we've been working, the passage we've been looking at in Ephesians 4 says that the old self is being corrupted by its deceitful desires. The problem with deceitful desires is that, by definition, you don't know they are wrong. You can have cravings, feelings, emotions, and needs that present themselves to you as absolute truth, but they aren't what they claim to be. They are sneaky, they are subtle, they are convincing, but they are not always right. Many times in life, I've been plummeted and punished by the consequences of things I thought I wanted. I bet you have too. The anger that felt so right in the moment, the lie that was helpful in getting you what you wanted, the critical conversation about someone else that made you feel better about yourself, but only for a few seconds. The slam door that got your point across to your spouse. But at what cost? The new you is called to see those unchecked urges. You got to check those unchecked urges. That's what I'm saying. It's the version of you that sees deceitful desires for what they are, flashbacks of the old you. How do you identify which desires are deceitful? How do you walk in the new you instead of reverting to the old you? Let me give you 3 simple steps. Think of the word new. Notice, evaluate, walk in. Notice, evaluate, walk in. The last one isn't quite as smooth as the first 2, but it's the most important. Notice means you have to pay attention to your thoughts, your reactions, your feelings, your fears, your desires. In case you never go to therapy, I want to make sure you get this basic psychological foundation. You can't deal with things you don't know are there. You can't make good choices when you don't even realize you're choosing. So pay attention to your fears. Listen to your anger. Take more than something within. What? Take more. Ugh, I'm tired. Take more when something within you gets triggered. There I am, blaming people again. There I am, catastrophizing again. Notice it, but then remind yourself that you're not it. These are lessons, and then they are tests, is what I have wrote as a side note. Tests. Tests. There are tests and lessons that you go through throughout life. And when you fail a test, you typically have to take it over again. Yes, you do. Yeah. When God gives you a test in life, you either pass it, or if you don't pass it, you repeat it. And you will know you passed the test when you can look at a situation, say, this seems like something I went through a year or two ago. Same thing, same scenario, different place, different people. And it's the same test you're repeating again because you didn't take time to sit down with your feelings, with your thoughts, with your emotions, with God, all four together, and figure it out. Why do I keep doing this? Why do I keep attracting these type of people? Why? It could be a million whys. I don't like where this reading's going today. I'm not in the right headspace. But that's okay. Because I recognize I'm not in the right. This is like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna put this one on. Because that just flicked a light bulb. Like, this is the exact scenario he's talking about here. When you want to start falling back into those old thought patterns, whenever you lose your sight on God, on the focus, on the keep it simple servant mentality. Like, I knew I was in a funk today, and I pretty much didn't do much today to get myself out of that funk. I just kind of sat there in it, like, what do you want me to do now, God? Like, sometimes he just wants you to do the same thing you've been doing. Sometimes there isn't a next step. Sometimes it's just doing what he's already told you to do. And what he's told me to do is make these videos, read my Bible, sing some praise and worship music, and pray. So, as I was sitting in the backyard in my funk, I decided I'm going to come in because I didn't make a video today. And I said, I'm going to make a video. I'm going to read my Bible. I'm going to pray, and I'm going to do some praise and worship. And I'm going to pull myself up out of this funk. And I can tell you right now, I've already read my Bible. I've already prayed. I'm making this video, and I was still feeling it. I think you can even, if you go back to the beginning of the video and fast forward it to now, bam, funk's gone. Because I did what God was wanting me to do. And this is the lesson. This is the lesson, I'm telling you. You got to sit down. You can't just jump from one problem, one trauma-filled, dysfunctional problem to another and expect for things to just get better. You have to sit down. You have to think. You have to seriously think, is this a thought? Is this a feeling? Is this God? And you got to analyze what you're going through. Like, it helps. get therapy if you can. I'm kind of 50-50 on therapy because I've seen a lot of therapists along the way. I'm pretty sure some of them were on more medication than they were trying to put me on. I'm just saying. But some of them do help. I honestly think you can get more help off of watching therapy videos off of YouTube than actually seeing a therapist. Just my opinion. Like I said, it depends who you get. But living example right there, you know? I thought about how I was feeling. I analyzed why I was feeling that way. I went back to what do I do to get out of feeling like this? And then I did it. Keep it simple, servant. Ask God. If you're feeling in a funk, ask God, like, God, I am feeling the funk. What can I do to get out of this? And then listen for the answer. I can guarantee you, prayer, praise, worship, those definitely help. Those are a guarantee help. All right, that's all I got for day 52 of Enough Faith for today at like 9 o'clock at night. That's all right, though. Y'all have a great day. Bye.